Angela Sadat here with the Angela Sadat Group of Keller Williams Realty, coming to you again with our seller summary for the month of December 2016. So today we've come to the point where we brought you almost through to closing. So you've been through this process with our video series of going through all of the steps, and now final closing details are what we're talking about today. And so some of the things that you'll just want to be aware of that are going to happen maybe the week or two before closing as we get closer. A lot of the stuff is happening in the background. So there's a loan officer working on the behalf of the buyer. There's the title company gathering all of their information, which we talked about on the last video. And finally, we get up to the week of closing, and what you'll want to notice is there will be a pre-closing inspection. It'll come as an inspection request, just like a showing request would come through. And what that means is that the buyer is actually going to come to the house and do a final walkthrough, maybe right before closing. Sometimes they do it like an hour before closing. Sometimes they do it the night before. It just depends on the specific buyer and the agent that is representing them. So watch for that, and just know that you'll want to have everything kind of close to ready to go at that point. Now, a lot of times people are moving from one house to the next house on the same day. Obviously, you may have boxes and things like that. We can certainly warn that agent that there might be a lot of stuff there, or if you've already packed it up, that's great too. Be ready though to be out of the home and packed up and ready to go on to your next property by the time that we start that closing, and at very latest the time the closing is over. So you'll want to be completely out of the house unless we've made other arrangements. The title company will be sending you a copy of the final settlement statement. So you're going to have an idea of what that, if you're getting proceeds from closing, or what are the costs involved and things like that. We've probably gone over a preliminary idea of that, and they'll give you your final numbers a couple days before closing usually, as long as they have them from the buyer side. And then lastly, you just bring your identification to closing and get your signing hand ready and be ready to close on that property on the day and time that was scheduled by the title company. So they'll take care of all those details for you. We try to make it a really easy process so that you can move on to your next adventure and be really excited about that closing day. Thanks for tuning in.